Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video on the channel, and today we are going to be breaking down the Good Morning Madden stream from earlier. Today we're going to be talking about all the reveals they did and some of the questions they answered, some of the abilities they talked about, and all that kind of stuff. But before we get into the rest of the video, guys, make sure you guys drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you guys have been enjoying the vids and you do not want to miss any coming out in the future. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off, they did answer one question at the beginning of the stream. Here it is. Do the pre-order curated legends Moss, Sanders, Welker, and Harrison get power-ups? And sadly, they said these items are standalone player items that do not have power-ups. However, they do have ability slots. So these guys will not go into the power-ups when these guys get power-ups. So like Randy Moss, when he gets his legend or ultimate legend card later in the year, he's not get this 85 core elite or like whatever this is called. The curated legend will not go into the power-ups. So these guys are just standalone cards, and I'm fine with that. I don't really think they need power-ups too bad, and then they will get abilities. So that's really cool. And other than that, no other questions were answered. Now we can go on. They did talk about some other guys that they revealed. Camara, I did forget to go over yesterday, so they revealed him and talked about him on the stream. He's got 83 speed, 86 excel, 85 agility, 80 carrying, 74 catch, 82 change direction with a 78 truck, and an 83 break tackle. Looks really solid. Not that great of speed, but pretty agile. He's really shifty. Smaller running back. He's going to break quite a few tackles. And I believe they said he gets running back apprentice, so he's going to get those extra routes in the backfield, which is really nice. And overall, just a solid halfback. Didn't quite make it in the top 5, so they decided to reveal him here. And then they also talked about Devon White for some reason. Not quite sure why they did that, but here you go. Devon White was revealed, and personally, in my opinion, I think Devon White is extremely overrated in real life, but I still really like this card. I love the guy. He just gets way overrated by Bucs fans and just people rating linebackers, but this card looks fantastic. This card is not overrated. 85 speed, 86 powered up, and with an 83 overall middle linebacker this early in the game is going to be fantastic, especially if user linebackers are good. Devon White is going to be great. 76 block shed, 80 hit power is really solid, although that zone coverage isn't great. Like I said, if he's going to be your main user, and if linebacker users are back and good again, then this guy's fantastic. If not, then he lowers on the list a little bit, but he's still great because that hit power, that tackling, that block shed, he's just really solid. But that speed is fantastic, man. And overall, Devon White's just a great option. Now, moving into the top 5 receivers, core elite wise, we got Julio Jones coming in at number 5. Titans got 2 top 10 receivers on their team, which is unbelievable. 84 speed, 87 jumping, 84 catch, 84 catch in traffic, 84 spec catch, 84 short, 83 mid with an 80 deep. Now, Julio Jones obviously had a little bit of a down year last year. Was still fantastic, but dealt with some injuries and has been dealing with injuries recently. So hopefully he gets better through all that. But fantastic jumping, balanced catching, solid route running, and not great speed, but I mean, you have to take into the fact that he is 6'3", 6'4". He is a physical archetype receiver as well, so he's going to be one of those big guys who's just going to be jump ball receivers, maybe make some really nice catches, but not going to be a super route running guy, and I think that's fine. Julio Jones doesn't look fantastic, but still a really solid receiver at the beginning of the game. Coming in at number 4, we've already talked about this guy before. We got Deandre Hopkins. I believe they said he was like the 7th or 8th highest rated card in all of MUT. He's got 84 speed, 89 jumping, 85 catch, 86 catch in traffic, 86 spec catch with an 84 short, 83 mid, and an 83 deep. Looks fantastic. He's pretty much, like I said, just a better Julio. He's a little bit smaller than Julio, but he's got way better catching, better jumping, same speed, and a little bit better route running. So I think he's just overall a better Julio Jones at this point. He's going to be an insane jump ball receiver. He's going to be a guy, he's going to be a big deep threat, a big red zone threat. Just that route running is still solid. He'll be able to route some people up, but that catching and plus that deep threat ability of one-on-ones and red zones and corner routes is just going to be fantastic. This Deandre Hopkins looks fantastic. Coming in at number 4, which his speed was a little better, but that jumping and all that catching substitutes for it. And then coming in at number 3, we got arguably the best receiver in the game, maybe second behind Jamar Chase or like a Lance Allworth, but we got Tyree Kill. That speed is just killer, along with that deep route run. Obviously, everything else is not fantastic. The jumping is actually surprisingly good for a Tyree Kill card. He is very small, you have to take that into account. He's got solid catching and relatively good route running, especially that deep route run, but he's just going to burn you over the top. He's going to be fantastic after the catch on those like drag routes and just going to be able to make people miss. He's so shifty. Tyree Kill, fantastic looking card, the number 3 receiver in the game, obviously, same overall as DeAndre Hopkins. And coming in at number 2, by the way, this is tight ends and receivers, so it is just a collective of people who catch the ball a majority of the time. So Travis Kelsey coming in at number 2. We also went over this card. I believe he was like the second highest rated card, but technically he was like tied for first with all the other 88s. I wasn't a huge fan of this card. I said that George Kittle, Darren Waller, all those guys, Kyle Pitts are probably better just because that speed, not very good. His run blocking is okay. The route running is really solid. The catching's about average. Not average. The catching is really, really good. The strength is kind of there, but that speed is just not good, man. 81 speed is just not good enough to really be able to compete at a high level, especially when you're competing with a guy like George Kittle, who's nuts run blocking, nuts after the catch, and with great speed. I think just Travis Kelsey has never been fantastic in Madden just because he has competition that is almost unbeatable. So Travis Kelsey is still a great tight end option, but if you can get your hands on George Kittle or like a Darren Waller or a Kyle Pitts, take him over him. It's just not worth it, honestly. And then coming in at number 1, obviously, he was also the number 1 highest rated player in all of MUT. We got Davante Adams, and one thing I noticed is 4 out of the 5 guys on this list just didn't have fantastic speed. Now, Davante Adams, 84 speed for him is pretty damn solid. He normally has such low speed, but this card is fantastic. He has best catching we've seen on this list, best route running we've seen on this list, comparable jumping to like a Julio Jones and a D-Hop, and the same speed as them. Like I said, pretty much just a better Julio and a better DeAndre Hopkins. Now, he is a little bit smaller than both those guys, so he's not going to be quite as good as in the jump ball and in the red zone, but he's going to route people up in the short and the medium so well. He's going to come down with everything you throw at him, and he's got solid enough speed to where he can burn guys on some routes. Davante Adams looks fantastic, going to be a great receiver off the start. I mean, you're an 88 overall, you should be really, really good. And then moving on, we got some budget beasts and some other receiving options that will be in the game, either on the 20th or the 12th or the 17th. One of those days that will be coming out. But we got Marquis Brown right here, 77 overall, 88 speed, 77 jumping, 74 deep route run. Just a budget Tyree Kill. 1 less speed, obviously way less route running and way less catching, but he's still going to be a great guy off the start. Like I said in all my videos, solo battles, challenges, a guy who you can get for cheap, use for those just so you don't have to spend a ton of coins early on in the game. Marquis Brown is going to be fantastic at that. And then we also got Jalen Waddle, pretty much just a little tiny worse than him. He's got a little bit better jumping, but a little worse catching and route running than Marquis Brown, same speed and all that kind of stuff. Jalen Waddle probably will be a little more expensive just because you need him for that Davonte Smith core rookie set. So I'd probably stick with Marquis Brown, but this Jalen Waddle is going to be fantastic as well for those challenges, those solo battles. Just if you need speed and all that kind of stuff early on in the game without spending a ton of coins, these are the guys you want to go for. And then finally, we got Anthony Schwartz, the new Browns rookie coming in. Super excited to see what this guy can do. For us, you're looking purely for speed. Maybe you need a kick returner early on. That this is the guy you're gonna want just because he cannot run a route. This card, I'm sad to say, but this card cannot run a route. He can't really catch the ball either. He is pure speed, pure speed. You want reverses and you want him on kick returns. That's all Anthony Schwartz is really gonna do for you. But really, really solid speed. And then also we got a budget tight end right here, Noah Fant. Not gonna be super expensive. 84 speed, 76 catching. Really, really solid route running. Not the best run block. He's mainly a receiving tight end. Never been a good run blocker, but he's got some good size on him. He's got good speed and solid catching, so Noah Fant, definitely a nice budget tight end option. Like I said, with all these, if you're looking for speed early in the game, Noah Fant gonna be a great guy to get. And then also we got Kyle Pitts right here, 84 speed, 64 strength, 75 catching traffic. Just a better Noah Fant, bigger bodied, more of a receiver, can't quite run block, neither of them can, but better route running, better catching, same speed. Kyle Pitts, a little bit better than Noah Fant, still a really good budget tight end, but like I said, these core rookies are going to be somewhat expensive just because that's set for Davonte Smith, so we'll have to see what this guy's price is going for. But now we also got the 86 Kyle Pitts, which I went over this guy in my ranking the rookie premier players, so check out that video if you have not already to see who I think you guys should take with your rookie premier player tokens. But Kyle Pitts, obviously I think he's going to be the best tight end day one, maybe George Kittle, but this card 88 speed is just unbeatable, along with solid enough route running, really good catching stats, not much run blocking, but he can line up anywhere at receiver. He can line up on the line, anywhere at receiver. He's going to be fantastic. Kyle Pitts, is just gonna be a really good card off the start. 88 speed is just unbeatable. One less speed than Tyree Kill at tight end is just crazy. And then also we got the 86 Jamar Chase, who could be so expensive day one. I wouldn't be surprised if this card is 200k, man. 91 speed, 92 jumping is just crazy, man. He's gonna be such a good deep threat. He's just gonna float past everyone, and he's got really solid route running and catching stats. Although Tyree Kill does have the better deep route run, Jamar Chase is a much better has much better catching stats and much better in the short than Tyree Kill. So we'll have to see who's going to be better, but I think just because of that speed, Jamar Chase is going to be better, man. That card is unbelievable. But also, they did talk about this one a while back. We got Terry McLaurin, who has got matchup nightmare, comeback, and I believe they said it was, I don't remember what the X factor was, but obviously matchup nightmare, you catch better against linebackers, I believe it is, and comeback, not sure, not super good with abilities. Didn't really use abilities too much last year, especially with the fact that I didn't play Madden pretty much after April. So Terry McLaurin, 88 speed, 85 catching, 84 deep route run, really solid route running, really good speed, really solid catching stats. Just gonna be a guy, like I said, who's gonna be really good for speed and just gonna be solid and everything else. Looks like a really solid card though. And then also we got Chase Claypool coming in from Team Affinity. This card is gonna be nuts, man. He has 87 speed, 88 jump, and he's 6'4", maybe 6'5". Chase Claypool is huge, has fantastic catching stats as well. Almost everything is an 84, and then that route running is solid enough. This Chase Claypool is an absolute budget beast. We'll have to see how much he's going for. But I wouldn't expect anything over 50k, and Chase Claypool is going to be a fantastic Team Affinity card off the start. Looks really good. And then they also did reveal this card, Michael Thomas, coming in the Superstars promo. We also did see a Marlon Humphrey a while back, and we saw the Saquon Barkley, which we went over yesterday. Check out yesterday's video where we broke down the running backs. But we got Michael Thomas right here, physical archetype receiver. He's got route apprentice, short in elite, and deep in elite, along with, I believe, matchup nightmare is the X factor, maybe not, but he looks fantastic, man. 85 speed on a Michael Thomas card is really good. He's not super known for his speed, he's known for his route running, and his 86 short, 86 mid is fantastic. Unbelievable catching stats. He's gonna come down with everything, and then he's got really solid jumping as well. Definitely the best receiver in the game. If you're not super worried about speed. Obviously speed is a big thing, but if you need like a number 2 guy who's going to be your consistent medium short route catcher, Michael Thomas is the go-to guy. He looks unbelievable for all that kind of stuff, man. And then we also got Davonte Smith. We went over this card in the entire stream breakdown last week, so check out that video if you have not already. But here he is fully powered up. You do get his power up from the set. But he's got 89 speed, fully powered up, so he looks great. 86 jump, 86 catch, 80 catch in traffic, 85 spec catch, with an 85 short, 86 mid, and 84 deep. Fantastic route running, really good catching other than catching traffic. You're going to have to watch out for that. But really good speed, really good jumping, just going to be one of the best receivers in the game day one. Not really a weakness other than that catch in traffic. He's going to be great, man. Davonte Smith looks fantastic. And then also, we have those curated legend pack receivers. We got Wes Welker, who's got 86 speed, 77 jumping, 85 catch, 84 catch in traffic, 83 spec catch, with 84, 82, and 80 as the route running. Just going to be a guy who's got really solid speed, a good slot receiver early in the game, run your underneath threats and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think a lot of people are going to be getting this Wes Welker because of this guy, Randy Moss. Randy Moss is pretty much Chase Claypool. 87 speed, 88 jumping, 6'5", 6'4", really solid route running and catching. Chase Claypool and this Randy Moss almost look identical, man. I think Chase Claypool's 1 speed less than Randy Moss, or maybe he's not. I don't exactly remember, but they're almost exactly twins, and you're gonna be able to get this Randy Moss free if you get the Dynasty Edition. So Randy Moss looks fantastic, gonna be one of the better receivers day one. Whenever we get this card. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Just went over all the stuff they talked about on the stream, all the receivers that are going to be in that kind of really good range early on in the game, and that is all they talked about on the Good Morning Madden stream today, guys. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on. But yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.